Hi, I'm Andrew Trendle. You're watching NME, and we're here with Yannis from Foals.
Hey.
How's it going, man?
Yeah, good. Pretty good.
It looks like you're in sunnier climes.
Yeah, I'm in Greece. But I'm heading back pretty soon to London, so just getting the last of the vitamin D.
Well, we're here today to launch the new single, Wake Me Up, which is a banger, or as a certain drummer would refer to it, a bangsman.
Yes.
How does it feel to finally have this baby out in the world?
Yeah, it feels great. I think it was quite a long road, obviously like with the pandemic winter and all of that in England and everywhere, but especially felt kind of especially bleak and encroaching in the UK with the weather, no pubs, and how bad COVID got. I think when we were writing it, it was almost like, felt like sort of slightly wishful thinking that it would ever actually come out, that there would be this that there would be a world to return to. At certain points it felt pretty unremittingly bleak, didn't it? So yeah, we're just super excited that it can come back out and things are, hopefully getting back to normal. We're just psyched on it.
Well, what can you tell us about the writing of this track? So I understand it's been on the Foals whiteboard for a few records now, right?
Kind of. It's also that title is kicked around for different pieces of music as well. So, or at least the working title, which I'm not going to refer to, but there's a working title. And some it's very studious Foals fans have clocked that it's been on whiteboards over the years. But one of the riffs in the track has been knocking around for a while, and it was just kind of we couldn't kind of visualize or realize how to do it, and then on. In this period of time when we were writing, we would go into this into a room in Peckham, and like I was saying, it was pretty bleak out there, and the room itself was pretty small and grungy. And I think we just really wanted to write transporter music, music that would just take us out of that room and out of the current time and out of the whole situation with the pandemic, and just transport us anywhere else. And I think we were craving it for ourselves, almost as musical therapy, but also definitely thinking when and if things get back to normal, it's going to be a joyous explosion of energy. And we wanted to write music that was that anticipated that. Yeah,
you played this song at All Points East and it bloody felt that way.
Yeah, it felt great to those shows just felt great to play, just to kind of, obviously just to be back in it and to really kind of appreciate how special live music is, but also just to be able to get together with people and just be somewhere with people, but yeah, that song went down really well, so we kind of figured it'd be good to put out, as it was pretty much ready, let's get it out and get some music going, and hopefully it's the first of quite a few songs to come.
And lyrically, you're talking about dancing on mountain tops, kicking down doors, ripping shit up and starting again, basically. Is that just basically speaking to those same themes you were just talking about? Is there anything more to it than that?
That's the vibe. I just kind of, just with the lyrics, just wanted to be anywhere else other than where I was when we were writing them, I wanted to be in the finest place I'd ever seen. I wanted to be up in the mountains dancing. I wanted to be out of the fever dream that was the last 18 months. And I wanted, obviously the main line, wake me up. It's pinch me, get me out of here. And so it's pretty self-explanatory. I don't think, there's a few sort of voodoo curveballs in the lyrics, but it's essentially, it's just that feeling. And I think also, there was because it's interesting you said rip up and start again, but we were definitely kind of in this place where we wanted to write rhythmic music. We kind of wanted to tap in back into grooves and rhythms. And even we were thinking about antidotes again. We were thinking about writing a dance, our version of a dance record, and with light and joy and space in it. And I think that this is a good taster for that.
I think Voodoo Curveballs are playing the Shackerwell next week.
Are they? I might see you there, actually. I'm back in time.
Voodoo Curveballs is also a sweet album name if you haven't got one down yet.
Yeah, it's TBC.
Obviously, I'm not sure how much you can say, but how representative would you say that Wake Me Up is of the rest of the record?
I would say in its spirit, it's representative. In the kind of ecstatic, vibe, it's pretty representative, but not you know, the songs that are to come are not necessarily all as kind of, they don't necessarily have as sort of as funk bass lines and stuff, you know. There's like different mediums, but I would say that the music that's coming over the next year is all, you know, we were thinking about parties and partying and going out records and records that would take us to the beach and like just be, you know, the antithesis of what was going on at the time when we were writing. So all of it shares a kind of confetti cannon type hands in the air vibe.
And the Everything Not Saved project was kind of heavily tied to a concept. Is this one kind of concept free and just about having it?
I mean, I guess the concept of this was to do with the kind of about the approach in the music, so that we, you know, with Everything Not Saved, we kind of let ourselves write everything. We painted every wall and every corner of the space that we were in, and then we indulged all of that. And with this one, we wanted to have like a stricter palette. You know, we were kind of like, I think we'd got, we felt like we'd written, you know, certain kinds of songs a fair amount over the last few years. I think on this record, we were like, we wanted to make, like I was saying, like a kind of our version of a dance record, and not maybe explore some of those other palettes that we had been over the last few years. So I think, yeah, we've made something that's concise and it's got space in it and it's kind of one vibe, and that vibe is the world re-emerging to find itself, hopefully in some ways better than ever eventually.
Sad to hear the news of Edwin leaving, but am I right that he didn't partake in the making of the record?
Yeah, so he didn't. That had kind of been decided before, or certainly in the early stages of like any ideas about new music and stuff. So we wrote it, the three of us, which was it was cool. Like, you know, obviously it's sad when anyone like leaves, you know, a band. And I think that it kind of rattles the chemistry a little bit, but sometimes that rattling can be good. And I think he's left for the, you know, right reasons, and we're happy for him. And I think, you know, we left on good terms, and he's going to go and try and save the world, which is a pretty venerable pursuit. And so we feel good about it. And like writing the record with the three of us was sort of streamlined in a way. You know, there's just like one less cook in the kitchen, so it was kind of interesting to like streamline it down a little bit. And I think also there's something about just the three of us writing it where it meant that there was more space to explore in the studio, but also that I think in the end product, the songs have more space in them. If you've got people in a room with an instrument, they want to play the entire time. So having only three people means it's easier to kind of navigate a bit.
And does that mean that it's going to be a bit more nuclear when you guys tour next year?
Nuclear in what way?
I don't know. I'm not very good at chemistry. Yeah. With you guys do you know what I mean? With you guys being tighter, do you think that it's just, and these songs having this energy, are you foreseeing a ravey tour?
Yeah, I think honestly, once this new music comes out, and like, you know, Wake Me Up's a good taste of that. It's just like it's just solid good times. It's like explosion of energy and emotion, and it's like come with your friends and lose your mind and enjoy the live music and fucking get down. That's going to be the vibe.
Yannis, thanks very much, mate.
Thank you, enemy.